I hate the phrase, "we need to talk." That always sends chills up and down my spine. It's said to me by someone to whom I'm vulnerable. Said to me by someone with whom I want an ongoing relationship, with someone with whom I want a job or a relationship or sex or whatever it is. We need to talk. That means that my lifeblood, what I'm desperate to protect, is threatened. And then corollary to that is the sentence, "Do you want to talk about it?" To which the answer is almost invariably, "No, I do not want to talk about it." So I was trying to figure out why these things frighten me so much. I guess I'm just frightened of intimacy. It's a cliche, but I hate having to have these painfully intimate conversations. And I'm talking about with the most smooth, psychologically aware people. Like, as a rebellious blogger over the years, I've often been called into the office of my rabbi. And sometimes we'll schedule these meetings weeks in advance, and I'm just living in fear for the whole time. If he'd scheduled the meeting a year in advance, I'd live in fear for a year. He schedules the meeting 25 minutes in advance, then I'll live in fear for 25 minutes. Then, when I'm not aware of living in fear, I don't think I am living in fear, but I'm probably living in fear all the time, and it's only in these particular moments that I become aware of living in fear. The phrase, "Do you want to talk about it?" I connote that sentence with women saying it to me after they've rejected my romantic or sexual advances. And so it always seems to follow after she lets me know in no uncertain terms that we will never be sleeping together. And so now I don't want to talk about it, because then I'd have to face up to the humiliation, the shame, feeling like a loser, defeated, small, inconsequential. These are all things that I fear and hate, and I don't want to feel any of them for as short a time as possible, and I definitely don't want to talk about it, because talking about that would kind of put me in that one down position where I then have to talk about my feelings of humiliation, shame, small, inconsequential, like a loser. Like, I'm a climber, I'm a social climber. I always want to hang out with people more successful than myself, more educated, more affluent, more socially sophisticated, people who are just better than me, more moral, more Jewish, more articulate. I always want to climb on up. So if any of these people who were to then let me know, "No, I don't want you to associate me," were to say, "Would you like to talk about it?" then that conversation would all be about how I don't feel as literate, as smart, as educated, as smooth, as socially aware, and capable as you, and I desperately want to be close to you, and you don't want me to be close to you. That seems like a very painful conversation to have. Is this just me? This is where you jump in and say something supportive. Okay, thank you, I feel better now. So I'm not always afraid of intimacy. Hey! Not much, how are you?